Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. My name is Rabbidluigi and in the last episode we followed the scent of a really smelly fish called the reek fish because the people who named it, not very creative people. We followed it all the way into the cold mountains of Snow Peak and the Snow Peak ruins, which is the home of Mr. Yeti and Mrs. Yeti, who have a piece of the Mirror of Twilight and, you know, she's feeling quite sick because of it. I'm sure that's not like a one ring thing or anything. Oh, you! Oh god, you scared the shit out of me. That's fine. You giant scary man. Wife, look bad. Not healthy since Mirror. So I make soup for her. He's a kind guy. He's making soup. Fish from Zora village are most nutritious. You tired? You have some. It gives you energy. I mean, you know, I've got an empty bottle. I might as well. You can actually see I haven't got a lot of health, so maybe this isn't such a bad idea. So in case you're not keeping track, this is, you know, we've got the simple soup. It replenishes 2 hearts, which is better than anything we're going to pick up from a pot or a, you know, a shrub of grass or anything, so it's not that bad. In case you're not keeping track, this is a dungeon which has 2 NPCs in it. That's fine, you know, that's kind of reasonable. Considering we had the monkeys, oh, fuck this puzzle. Considering we had the monkeys in the, oh no, actually, is this the easiest version of this puzzle? I don't know! I don't want to know. I hate this puzzle. It gets even worse when we thaw out that block over there. Then it becomes, I hate slide puzzles. I hate slide puzzles so much, my brain is not hardwired in such a way that makes them work in my head, or something. Doesn't work in my brain space, maybe that's what I'm complaining about. But yes, this is a dungeon which has 2 NPCs. No real threat at the moment. It feels like we're just going through... What's down here? Why do I want to check what's down here? Nothing is down here. That's good. Yeah, 2 NPCs in a dungeon. That's kind of cool. No immediate threat. We also have an infinite supply of health, basically. I mean, okay, we have, like, fairies in other dungeons, but, you know, it's not that simple. It's almost the same. I've got to make that go all the way around there. That is quite simple. When it gets to... maybe that's not right. Maybe I needed to... No, that wasn't right, because now I can't get to it. But when we get to trying to press that switch in the middle, we will get in this dungeon a way of breaking ice. We will become better at making conversation. I made that joke in the last episode. It wasn't funny then. But when we get to... trying to press that switch with 3 blocks, that's when it gets a little bit more confusing. I am not good at these kind of puzzles, which I'm sure, you know, Zelda loves these kind of puzzles. It really does. It's like what makes it tick. This is actually, to be honest, one of the, I won't say the best example of a puzzle, but if you think by example and, you know, taking something from Egoraptor's Sequelitis on Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past, which isn't one of his best videos, but he brought up an interesting thing about, you know, if there's an ice switch on the wall, and I hit that, is that a puzzle? It's not really a puzzle, it's kind of an occupational hazard, a thing you do because it's there. It's not really, you don't have to think very much about it, you just gotta hit the damn thing. That's not really a puzzle. The thing we just did, that's more of a puzzle, but I don't really, I'd rather hit a switch, I really would. I mean, one of them actually requires more from your brain, and my brain is just like, no, we're not gonna push some slidey block puzzles. That sounds like a terrible idea. Anyway, welcome to the courtyard area, I guess, of the Snow Peak ruins. What was this area? Have we got like an origin story on this? Because it seems kind of cool. It's got cannons. That's a cool thing. It's got battlements. Who were they fighting out in the middle of nowhere? I don't know. I want to know. Who were they defending? Was this like a fortress? Whose fortress was it? I don't know. These are questions I need answers to, like, really quickly. Otherwise, I'm gonna go crazy. Gonna fight the ice wolves. Fuck the ice wolves. Where did the other one go? Fuck you. Fuck you. This is a wolf battle. Fucking wolf battle with ice wolves. I haven't got ice powers. I can't freeze you, but you can freeze me, and that seems vastly unfair. Give me that money. In, like, 2 episodes ago, was it 2 episodes ago? I think it was. We got a magic armor thing, which allows us to basically become invincible as long as we have rupees, and I now feel an inclination to pick up rupees whenever we find them, so that's nice. That way round. I can't tell which way we open chest that contains a small key. Small keys can exist in both, like, large chests and small chests, which... You know, it's hard from a consistency standpoint. I feel like that was another thing in this area. Maybe go back to Wolf very briefly. Dungeons are going to get longer from here on out, so, you know, maybe we can't do these in 2 episodes. Maybe it'll take, like, 2.5 or maybe 3 episodes to get through all the way through these dungeons. The good thing is, The item we pick up, in this dungeon is quite cool. I mean, the dungeon's quite cool in a literal sense, but that's not a very funny sense. Kind of, you know, it's literally cool. It's literally freezing here. I'm so cold in this dungeon. Like what the locks look like, rather than great big chains on a door. It's a lock. And that's a grate. What's in this room? Terrifying creatures. What are these called? There's Freezards. I don't think these are Freezards, because Freezards is a different thing. I don't think we've seen a Freezard yet. They're pretty massive. You can't miss them. But, yeah. I forget what they're called, like mini Freezards? That's a crap name. Mini Freezards, great name. Everything in here is really cold. We could put on the Zora's Tunic. We take double damage from ice, which sounds like a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. But, you know, if we want a challenge, if we're going for a crazy 3-heart run, quad damage, and you have to wear the Zora's Tunic on every time. Never use the shield. We have the option, I think, to take off the shield if we want to. Okay. These, I want to know what these are called, because I don't know what these are called. These are one of my favorite enemies in the game. Can I get a Midna thing on it? Midna gonna tell me? Midna, what are these? No. Why, Midna's not gonna tell me what they're called. I don't know what they're called, but they're really cool. I mean, I'm gonna stop. Cool isn't the right word to use anymore, because everything here is below 0, basically, and that's generally a word you can describe. Cool is a word you can attribute to things that are below 0, of course, but I like the design of them. Is that so much? That's a good reason. More than them just be cool. I mean, that's the problem. As soon as you praise anything, we got the Ordon Pumpkin. Oh yes, that's what we were after, wasn't it? Yeah, the Ordon Pumpkin. Oh, what a pickup! Fantastic.
What's this? This isn't right. She got the wrong location. Want to go back and try to get her to remember where the key is?
We're gonna grab her by the scruff of the neck and say, "Why did you send me to pick up a fucking pumpkin? Fucking pumpkin? What? I know. I've watched Nostalgia Critic too, but what was I saying? I forget. As soon as you start praising things for being cool, you start to kind of lose not the validity of your praise, but you kind of have to explain why something is cool, what makes it cool, what makes it desirable, why is it desirable, what about it makes it desirable, all that kind of shit. Why am I going this way? Fine question. We don't need to go this way, but I kind of want to. I mean, actually, we can't go this way because that's in the way. That's fine. I was just checking. I'm exploring. What is this game for, if not for endless, pretty fun exploring? Let's go back into this room. This is where... Have we got names for them yet? I don't think we've got names for them. One of them's called Yetta, and one of them's called something else. You know, it will be... That's a giant cleaver. Holy shit. Okay. Don't get on the wrong side of the giant. Crazy man. Not a good thing. I'm gonna talk to you and try and get you to explain where the fuck the key is. You find it, what? Pumpkin? But why there? Sorry. Husband in kitchen right now. Take pumpkin to him. I try to remember. Why was there a pumpkin in a chest? Who keeps pumpkin in chests? You live in a... actually, that's not such a bad idea. Let's think about this for a second. They live in a very cold environment. They keep it in a storage system. It's a very cold chest. What flavor? Oh, I don't know. Very, very large eyes. Oh, pumpkin! You have pumpkin, Oh, God. Oh, no. You can have it. You can just have it. Look at your wide, crazy eyes. Pumpkin, pumpkin, yeah, have some of that. Look at that fish head just poking out. Thanks, you taste if you want. I think I will. I mean, we're doing okay for health, but the good thing is we come back here a couple of times, and the soup gradually gets better. You can almost see where the theme of this dungeon is headed, basically. Good soup. 4 hearts. That's not so bad. I'm not going to complain about that. That cleaver is terrifying. I mean... Who did you buy that from? I guess you must have made it yourself, because I guess if you can cook, you're a reasonably advanced race of Yeti creatures or something. You gave pumpkin, thank you. I may remember. Could be in that room, I think. Are you sure? I mean, it's more like a, you know, it seems more out of the way. It's like to a point, so it might be in there. Check room I marked on map. We go that way. Okay. I mean, I love this dynamic for a dungeon. You can only have so many dungeons in a Zelda game where you go through it, you go through puzzles, you realize you can't go through certain areas because you haven't got the dungeon item. You can only do that so many times before you... I wouldn't say get sick of it. I wouldn't really say I've ever really got sick of the typical thing you do in a Zelda dungeon. Okay! there is a Freezard, I believe, and he is terrifying, and I didn't see him because he blends in quite well to his surroundings. That's nice. It's really terrifying. Oh god. Compose and defeat. I'm gonna copyright the word defight, because I like it. Defeatist. I'm so defeatist. I need a hole in the ground, I feel, because there are no other way for us to get through other than this. There you go. Why are you hiding chests? How do you get around? There's so many questions. Another thing, while we're on the question of video game logic and the idea that, I can't remember, what was I questioning before? I can't remember. Giant cleavers, where would you buy? Okay, where would you buy giant cleavers? Also the fact that, why would you lock up half your house and then hide the keys in a chest and then bury it under the snow? That's a bit of a weird thing to do. But what was the other thing? Maybe having to change from Wolf Link to Human Link, and you can't do it in Hyrule Castle Town because people will notice you and judge you and be very confused and scared by what's going on. It's a very bad thing. Do we do anything with this now? I kind of feel like we might need to, maybe. This is a kind of an interesting thing. I may go up here. If we can go up here, we might not be able to. I'm going to check. But no, we can't. There's a scary thing up there. I'm not fighting the scary thing. It's the idea. Hear me out on this one. Hear me out on this one. That usually means that what I'm about to say might be controversial. It's not really anything like that. I'm just trying to bring you along for the ride of my logic. Because, someone's going to come with me on this one. Hyrule Castle Town. It has recently had Hyrule Castle, for a start, has recently had some weird pyramid put around it. Do any of the people in Hyrule Castle Town give a shit? I mean, they don't. Why don't they give a shit? Why don't they care immensely about how... I need to grab the thing. Okay. Why don't they care about this weird pyramid thing being around the main attraction of Hyrule Castle is the castle itself. The town is just the extra thing at the end. Why aren't they confused and scared and, really concerned that there is this strange pyramid, but they're really scared and confused when they see a wolf go around? I mean, it's realism, really. It's the idea that you can't just change from human to wolf without people being confused, but surely they'd also be confused by this very strange thing which has happened to their Hyrule Castle. Why am I complaining? It's video game realism, but it's optional video game realism. It's video game realism only when it suits you, and that's, it's kind of, where is the limit with video game realism? I'm going to need one of these. I kind of haven't really explained what I'm doing here. This is a giant, I don't know, it's a cannonball. Effectively, it's a cannonball. And, you use bombs. You need some way of actually lighting the thing. And we fuck up the Freezard. I'm pretty sure that is a Freezard or a Mega Freezard. There's little versions. Basically, you defeat a large version, and you get little versions, which, skate around quite a lot, and are never, ever annoying. It's going over there. That's good. We're going to go through here. I forget what's in here, but we are on our way to get the key for what the thing we need to do. Not quite. I mean, of course, it just wouldn't be that simple. We're going to go through here, but sadly, we can't quite do that right now. Instead, we've got to fight not that guy, nearly that guy. It's kind of like that guy. It's actually... that guy. There you go. That's fantastic. Oh, dear. This reminds me of a lot of enemies, bosses in Zelda. Very Link to the Past-ish. And I think maybe Oracle of Seasons? I think the Oracle games in general had guys with giant ball and chain things. So, big scary thing. Ball and chain is terrifying. I've got to try and fight this guy. How am I going to fight this guy? Go around the back and do nothing. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that does a lot of damage. That's mildly concerning. Anything? Oh, there's a tail. I can slice the tail. You got a little cute tail. That's almost adorable. I mean, it's almost adorable. The ball and chain kind of neutralizes any adorableness that might have been on offer, really. So... you're gonna fight me? You're gonna hit me? I don't really want to fight the ball and chain guy. Not really. Okay, I have no defense against that. Can't even use a shield. I'm gonna have to use a potion, really quickly. Okay, that's fine. We got potions. We got potions for days. What we lack is fairies. Which means we gotta be alert to the possibility that we could die very quickly. This guy does lots of damage. We know that now. You're gonna use your ball and chain? Have I gotta go round or something? That seems like a real inconvenience for me. Okay, how do we get this guy to use his ball and chain without him just really fucking us up? Really fucking us up! I'm gonna run away. Okay. I don't know what we have to do here. I'm pretty sure, actually, looking at it and thinking about it a bit more, these are important. These are quite important. This is how we get around. We just gotta try not to be fucked up by this guy. You're gonna use it, you're just gonna keep doing that, just keep doing that. That's fine. That's totally okay by me. You know, oh, you're gonna get to a point where you're just gonna use that eventually. I mean, it's a pretty sound tactic. You could just keep doing this. I mean, oh, you could just keep doing that and fucking, oh, that's really annoying. Best thing about the Zelda Wii U HD re-release, it puts me outside. Where is the... Oh, okay. Where's the guy I need to fight? He's here because, you know, yeah, you're done. Yeah, I know he's behind me. That's good. Because he's already destroyed the statue. You couldn't just bring the statue back for the sake of that cutscene. Go around him quickly. I think I'm very slowly working out how to fight this guy. What we need to do is not do that. If this didn't put me outside, this would be pretty maddening, I swear. Okay, what we need to do, pretty sure this time, is we're gonna go behind him. Gotta use the claw shot thing. And then he's gonna do one of those. Getting there very, very slowly, like really slowly, like the slowest speed ever documented by humankind. Okay, so he's gonna now swing one of these at me. Now I can go around him and slash at his tail. This boss is not very difficult. I want to point that one out. I mean, it's not... It's the case I was talking about with Death's Sword in the Arbiter's Grounds, that there are a few enemies, and there have been a few enemies in Zelda history that start off as mini-bosses and eventually become, like, normal enemies, basically. Okay, you're back, you're good. Now let's do this again. Are you swinging it faster or anything? I don't know. I don't know how this boss works, or this mini-boss works. It's confusing. Oh, there we got kind of sort of worked. Okay, but yeah. It's the idea that you remember how to fight this guy for the 30 fucking seconds it took that time, and he never shows up in the game ever again. That's the really stupid thing. That's why I was fucking up so much. I kept the Ganondorf amiibo on. I'm proud of that. I fought through the adversity. So, there's a bonus. That was fun. That's probably the most difficult thing. Is that the most difficult thing we've had to do? I mean, the Skull Kid thing in the Sacred Groves was kind of bullshit, but that was annoying. Anyway, what we do, because we're a hero, we pick up the weapon he leaves behind. We got the ball and chain. This is not the item which I thought we would pick up from this dungeon when I first played it, but I don't give a shit. This is pretty cool. This item... Oh, let me get my breath back. This item effectively replaces the hammer. It's kind of, you know... do we have any item... What do we have in Majora's Mask which was like this? Because in Wind Waker we had the hammer, in Ocarina of Time we had the hammer, in this game we have this absolutely magnificent piece of wonderment, and it never ever stops being amazing. You are quite slow when you walk with it, but the cool thing is, when we actually walk like this, I think we deflect projectiles or something amazing like that. It is generally quite amazing. We got the Ordon goat cheese! Oh, oh, I love goat cheese. Goat cheese is actually really nice. My sister has an allergy or an intolerance to it. She has an allergy or intolerance to cow's milk. So we have lots of goat's milk and goat's cheese. Goat's cheese is fucking amazing.
Oh, food again? Yeah, I had a bad feeling about this. She doesn't seem very sure of herself. Oh, well, let's have back and hope she had some other brilliant idea.
Don't say that with sarcasm. Say that with confidence. Oh, dear. I'm going to need to eat an awful lot of soup when I get back to the main room, or the room to the left of the main room, because, you know, I'm running low on health. I may need to bring some of the soup with me. But the dynamic we get is that, I think her name is Yetta. Is it Yetta or something else? Yetta might be the guy, I'm not sure. But the dynamic is that she doesn't remember where it is because she has been corrupted or made ill by the mirror. So... eventually we'll find out where it is. I think maybe this time she'll tell us where it is. What happened? What? Cheese? Yeah, cheese. Did husband move it? Where in the world did I put it? You put it somewhere. Where did you put it? Sorry, I need thinking time. Take cheese to husband. You do that. I try to remember. I'm gonna burp, not on the cheese, but yes. The dynamic is that she is forgetting where the mirror is. The benefit is, every time we come back here, we give this guy, I don't remember his name. If it's Yetta, Yetta's might be the woman, I don't know. Oh, yes, needs more punch. Cheese adds punch to soup, does it? What? Good smell. What you have? Oh my god, why did you just ask? Just ask for it, I'll give it to you. Perfect ingredient. The tangy cheese, the tangy goat cheese will make it lovely. Little more time on fire, it becomes gourmet soup. Here, taste. It's terrifying, very terrifying. But yeah, effectively we come back here every time and the soup gets better. We get a better way of healing ourselves. It now replenishes 8 hearts. When we started, it was 2 hearts. So that's good. I may take another one of those because, you know, 8 hearts is nothing to sniff at. That is the healing power of a fairy from a soup, which you can get all the time. And it's wonderful. I'm just gonna heal up and talk about some other things. But yeah. We come back here every time, the soup gets better, eventually she'll point us in the right direction. The ball and chain, want to talk about the ball and chain very briefly, we're probably okay for what we are now. The ball and chain it works in the way of the hammer. In a way, I'm happier that that they got rid of the hammer for the ball and chain, because the ball and chain is much better, like miles better. I think I remember, we put key in nearby room, so no forgetting it. How I forget? Embarrassing. It is on the 2nd floor. See here, placed, marked by my symbol. Where's that? Okay, that is on the 2nd floor, which is absolutely miles away. It must be. You look for me. That's good. We've got to go that way in a little bit. I'm not going to quite do that now. Instead, I'm going to go this way, because there are a few things we can do with the ball and chain. The ball and chain, I love this item quite a lot. I mean, it is effectively the, we can't go up there. Maybe we can't do this now. Maybe we can just go kind of here somewhere. There might be a Poe around here somewhere. There's one of these middle ones, I think, has a Poe. But what it does the role of the hammer while also having its own role, having its own special use, and that is really cool. We'll get into the special uses probably next episode. I would like to. Okay, I took too long. I was static for too long. Give me that Poe soul. We actually have. I think this is 21, so we could, maybe we should, I don't know. We could go to Giovanni, that's the guy from Team Rocket. We could go to Giovanni and heal him of his curse. It's not really an ailment, it's a curse. He brought it on himself, I think I mean to say. That's one of those guys who has a javelin, which is not so fun. I want to get up onto the 2nd floor, because there is... I don't know where the Miiverse stamps are in here. I mean, we haven't got the compass, we have the map, but... There's Miiverse stamps and there's heart pieces in here. One of the heart pieces is back in that entrance room, but on the 2nd floor, and we can't get it now. We'll get it next episode. This has been Rabbidluigi. This has been Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD, and in the next episode, we're gonna go that way, because that's where we've been sent, and try and find this key. We're not even after the mirror. We're after the key, which will take us to the mirror chamber and give us the part of the mirror we're after. This is a lovely dungeon. It's got a very nice mechanic, very nice vibe to it, and for, like, ice temples, there aren't many ice temples in Zelda. This is, you know, probably my favorite. I appreciate this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.